It was almost 5 years ago when we moved to Finland so that I could pursue a PhD degree. I had always liked the idea of doing research, publishing papers, and contributing to knowledge, but very soon I realized that this specific PhD position and field were not the right fit for me. In this video, I want to share why I started a PhD, why I had to quit, and how I see that decision today after working 4 years as a senior data engineer without a related degree. Do I regret leaving the PhD path, or do I think it was the right decision? So keep watching the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As I said, I've always been interested in research, discovering new things, and building on top of existing knowledge. Once you experience doing research and publishing a paper, it creates a unique feeling that stays with you for a long time. But that feeling can also become a trap. If you look at many researchers around the world, they are often stuck in a loop of doing research and publishing papers. It feels good and rewarding, but for me, it wasn't enough because I wanted to see real-world impact. For example, introducing a new algorithm to improve cancer detection is an amazing achievement, but building an actual application that people use in real life is a completely different experience and gives a different level of satisfaction. I'm originally an electrical engineer, and I completed my master's in biomedical engineering, or more specifically, bioelectrical engineering. This field focuses on applying machine learning and signal processing techniques to data from the human body and brain. Things like cancer detection using MRI images, brain-computer interfaces, and neuroscience applications are all part of this field. It's a fascinating area, but most of the work is deeply theoretical and research-oriented. So working as a researcher in a university and publishing papers is one path. Working as an engineer in a company and building real systems is another path. That's a major decision point for many people. If you enjoy exploring ideas and publishing findings, academia is a great place for you. But if you want to build products and solve real-world problems daily, industry might be a better fit for you. One challenge with academic research is that sometimes the problems being studied are not directly aligned with real-world needs. On the other hand, companies operate based on demand, so they are forced to adapt quickly. I joined the research team at Tampere University as a PhD student. But in reality, most of my work involved developing a web-based data collection platform. And honestly, I enjoyed that part much more than the pure research work. Because when it came to the scientific side, it felt too theoretical and not aligned with what I wanted long term. As time passed, I became more interested in working as a developer in a real company rather than staying in a research environment. I started to see myself more as an engineer than a researcher. Another important factor was salary. There is a noticeable difference between what you earn as a researcher and what you can earn in industry. That difference becomes even more important when you are trying to build a stable life in a new country. There was also another serious issue, which was funding. After the first year, my supervisor told me that he was not able to secure funding to continue the project. And this is a common challenge in academia where your position depends on external funding. Now, the good thing about doing a PhD in Finland is that there is no tuition fee. But at the end of the day, you still need money to live and support yourself. And more importantly, for your residence permit, you need to prove that you have enough financial resources. So I had to make a decision. I started looking for a job as a developer and slowly shifted my focus completely. It was not an easy transition, but it was a necessary one. Now, 4 years after leaving that position, I can say I am satisfied with that decision. For my career path, that PhD would not have made a significant difference and would have delayed my progress. After 3 or 4 years of studying, I would still need to look for a job similar to what I started with. In fields like software engineering or data engineering, skills matter much more than formal degrees. What you can build and how you solve problems is more important than what you studied. Of course, there are fields where a PhD is essential, such as advanced research roles in machine learning or computer vision. But that was not the direction I wanted for my career. I also know people who completed their PhDs but still struggled to find jobs in the industry. Meanwhile, I was gaining practical experience and building real-world skills that made a big difference over time. But even now, I still enjoy research and learning new things deeply. And maybe one day I will go back to academia with a different mindset and purpose. If I do, it will be for the passion of research itself, not because I need it for a job or financial stability. That change in perspective is what matters the most now. Looking back, quitting the PhD was not a failure, but a redirection towards something that suited me better. At that time, it felt risky and uncertain, but now I see it as one of the most important decisions I made. Sometimes the hardest choices are the ones that move you closer to the life you actually want. If you are in a similar situation right now, feeling unsure about continuing or quitting something, take your time to understand what you truly want. Do not continue a path just because you already started it or because others expect you to. Your career is long, and making a change early can save you years later.